He's so fat. Oh my god, she's super obese. If you continue eating that junk, you're sure to get a heart attack. I wish I was thin enough to wear crop tops. Losing weight seems to have become the latest fad. We hear about it all the time. Is it really that big a deal? Figure this. Obesity and diabetes are the new epidemics in India. And we are on the verge of becoming the global diabetes capital. 28 lakh people die in the world every year due to obesity or related diseases. Obesity is responsible for 44% of cases of diabetes, 23% heart attacks, 7 to 41% of specific cancers. And these figures are only the tip of the iceberg. Obesity also puts you at the risk of various diseases, such as high blood pressure, brain hemorrhage, diabetes, raised levels of fats in blood, cataract, liver diseases, disease of gallbladder, arthritis, difficulty in breathing, some cancers, and menstrual irregularities. But let's back up for a moment. How do I know whether I'm obese or just fine? Is there a litmus test? Or a machine that will give me the answer? Not really. But here's a simple formula you could use. Divide your weight in kilograms with the square of your height in meters. The resultant number is your body mass index or BMI. If your BMI is between 18.50 and 24.99, you're fine. If it is between 25 and 29.99, you are pre-obese. BMI between 30 and 34.99 means you are grade 1 obese. Grade 2, if you lie between 35 and 39.99. And if it is 40 or more, you are grade 3 obese. And there is another simple measure called Broca's index, which gives you the approximate upper limit for your maximum weight. To calculate this index, subtract 100 from your height in centimeters. Anything more than this figure points to obesity. But why are some people obese? A one-line answer is because they eat more than what the body needs. Excess eating creates a positive energy balance in our body in the form of calories, which are then stored as fats. Some keep fasting intermittently, while others eat only fruits at night. Some follow the American company diet, where you eat only fruits on Monday, vegetables on Tuesday, a mixture of fruits and vegetables the next day. Thursday, banana and milk. Friday, dal and tomatoes. Saturday, dal, vegetables. And finally on Sunday, you eat rice, vegetables, fruit juice. While a substantial amount of weight is lost, the moment you get off the diet, you put it all back on. Other popular diets include eating every 3-4 hours or various kinds of pathies and medicines. Genius of all times, late Dr. Shrikant Jichkar studied, researched and propagated the carbo-insulin connection theory, which proved effective not only for weight loss but also for the prevention of diabetes and reversal of pre-diabetes. Dr. Jagannath Dixit, who is a professor and head of the Community Medicine Department at Government Medical College Latur, has taken this research ahead by experimenting on people, starting with himself. But before sharing this secret recipe with you, here's a disclaimer. This is not for diabetes and not for those who are under 18 years of age. So, what is this theory all about? It revolves around this magician known as insulin. This magician controls metabolism, that is, carbohydrate metabolism, fat metabolism, and protein metabolism. When we eat, insulin is secreted from the pancreas. This in turn allows glucose to enter the cells and gets used as fuel. The excess glucose in the blood is then converted into glycogen in the liver and muscles. If there is still more glucose left in the blood, the insulin converts it into fatty acids and stores them as fat. It encourages storage of fats and energy and increases synthesis of proteins from amino acids. And if this storage has to be limited, we have to keep insulin levels under control. But how do we do that? Nope. You don't need expensive medicines, health products, and don't need to limit your food intake. Only cap the frequency of eating. Sounds too good to be true, doesn't it? Insulin secretion in our body is of two types. A baseline secretion, which occurs through the day. And normal adult secretes 18 to 32 units of insulin this way. The second type of secretion occurs as a response to eating, irrespective of the quantity of food eaten. It doesn't matter if you have eaten a spoonful of sugar or a full meal. When the insulin level in the body is high, glucose is used as fuel. And when insulin level goes down, the body uses fats for energy. Another peculiarity of insulin secretion is that, once secreted, it won't be secreted again for about an hour. This means the insulin level of the body rises because we eat frequently. So what's the solution? Simple. Let's say you eat a meal at 11 a.m. The baseline insulin secretion will be enhanced by secretion of 18 to 32 units of insulin. It will peak by 11:55 a.m. and then start to decline. Make sure no more of this secretion takes place till your next meal. Next meal, 8 p.m. Peak at 8:55 p.m. and then slow decline. And the one after that at 11 a.m. the next day. This means 11 a.m. to 11:55 a.m. and 8 p.m. to 8:55 p.m. are the two windows when you can eat as much as you want. This way, you don't enhance baseline secretions more than twice a day. But the real test is to refrain from eating anything between the two meals. But what about the in-between hunger? When we have our shots of chai, feel like eating fruits or biscuits, etc., what does one do then? The answer is nothing. You don't eat anything. At best, you can have buttermilk with salt, a tomato, or black tea, green tea without sugar. Substitutes such as sugar-free are also not allowed. Remember, hunger is psychological. An ideal diet consists of 65% carbohydrates, that is chapati, rice, etc., 25% fats, that is oil, ghee, etc., and 10% proteins, that is pulses, eggs, and meat. More the proteins, faster you will lose weight. You must also tackle the obesity that arises because of sedentary lifestyles. Exercising for 45 minutes, 5 days a week is must. This exercise must concern the heart and lungs, muscle mass and flexibility, and typically a 4.5-kilometer brisk walk for 45 minutes is ideal. Of the various popular weight loss regimes, this is the only one that will help to get rid of that tummy first, that is your central obesity. Recent results show out of 446 participants, 428 tried this regime for 6 months, and the average weight loss was 1.5 kg in the first month, 4.2 kg in 3 months, and 6.8 kg in 6 months. Inches lost were 0.5 centimeters in first month, 1.5 centimeter in 3 months, and 3.5 centimeters in 6 months. And finally, let's understand the link between excess insulin and diabetes. Excess insulin forces cells to develop resistance to its entry. This insulin resistance eventually results in diabetes. It is observed that this diet plan causes a reduction in HbA1c and fasting insulin levels. The method is scientific, easy to implement, healthy, and free. Try it, especially if you want to wear that crop top or want those old pants to fit comfortably.